morning, Richland High School. My name is Miss Rankin, and I'm one of the counselors. Today, we're going to go over how to select your courses for next year. At this time, I'd like to ask your teacher to pause the video and give each of you a course selection sheet for your grade level. This is the grade that you will be in next year, and a form with a grid on it for you to be able to write your course selections. You should now have two sheets in front of you. The form with the grid has the directions for Skyward student access. You will use your Skyward username and password to get the course selections for 2011-2012. Don't use your parents' access, use yours. If you don't know your Skyward username and password, you can get that from the attendance office. When selecting your courses, remember, you must have an English, a math, a science, and a social studies class regardless of what grade you are in. All students have to have those courses all 4 years of high school. All students must also take health, speech, a computer class, a fine arts class, and a PE credit. All students must also have 2 credits in a foreign language, and it must be from the same foreign language. These are the requirements for graduation. That should help you pick the courses that you know that you still need in order to graduate. When selecting courses, keep in mind the following course sequence. Math, you should start with Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and Pre-Calculus, if you're pretty good in math. If math is not really your thing, you would start with Algebra 1, Geometry, and then go to Math Models, and then Algebra 2 your senior year. So keep that in mind when you're selecting your math classes. In science, if you started in 9th grade with biology, then your second class should be chemistry, then physics, and then any other science class that we might have that will fill the credit for the 4th science class. We do have some CTE courses that will be used for the credit for that 4th science, along with several AP science classes, aquatic science, and so forth. Some of the CTE courses that will count as a science credit will be forensic science, which is at the Bechtel, advanced animal science, also food science, anatomy and physiology, and at the Bechtel we also have microbiology and pathophysiology that will also count as the 4th science credit. You can also take, in lieu of physics at the Bechtel, a course called Principles of Technology, and it will take the place of your physics class. If you started with IPC your 9th grade year, your science sequence is IPC, biology, chemistry, and then another science class as I'd already talked about. For social studies, you should be taking world geography 9th grade year, world history sophomore, U.S. history junior, and your senior year you have to sign up for government and economics. Those are both semester courses. In English, of course, you should take the courses in order. English 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your senior year you do have the option to do dual credit in lieu of English 4 if you want to take the TCC college class. I'm going to ask that every student go online at some point in time before February 1st and select your classes. It's very simple. The directions are on the form that you have that has the grid. The forms are due back to your rep time teacher by January 27th, which is this Thursday. So you don't have a lot of time. Be sure to indicate on the form whether you're selecting pre-AP classes, AP classes, and if you're going to sign up for a sport. Please don't just put athletics, put the sport that you're going to play. We also need to know the number of years you've participated in a sport. If you are playing football and this is your 2nd year to play football, it would be football 2. So please indicate that on the grid. The online portion, as I said, will be open to you to select classes until February 1st. This is new. This is something we haven't done before, and it allows you to see everything that's available to you. If something that you want to take is not available on the online selection list, then be sure you look at the hard copy sheet that your rep time teacher's given you and see if it's listed on that. If it's not listed on either list, you may write it on your grid, on your form that you're going to turn in on Thursday, for us to put in the computer for you. Some courses are by application, some courses may not be offered. There could be a variety of reasons why they're not on the list. But you can go ahead and attempt to sign for those. So you have until February 1st to do the online selection. The hard copy page that you have in your hand today with the grid on it and the instructions for Skyward Access is due to your RepTime teacher again on Thursday of this week, the 27th. In April, your counselor will be calling you in to verify and finalize your course request. This is how we build the course master each year, is based on what you have requested and on how many sections of a course we need to have. If you have any questions or any problems being able to figure out what you need to take next year, please, please, please come see your counselor. Don't depend on what your friends say. Sometimes they give you good advice, sometimes they don't. So make sure that you come and see your counselor if you have any questions. That's why we're here. We want to help you. It's always better to get correct information. The counselors will be glad to assist you in any way, and we want to make sure that you get into the courses that you need to graduate and the courses that you've selected that will best suit your needs for your career choices. So again, if you have any questions, come see your counselor. Thank you and have a great day. And as always, it's a great day to be a rebel.